and bienvenidos to Life's Questions and Lessons. I'm your host, Charity Youngblood, and I am so grateful that you are here with me today. This podcast is unedited because life is unedited. Now let's get started with today's question. How do I know if I'm pushing myself too hard? How do I know if I'm pushing myself too hard? So I've been a part of a lot of workshops. I feel like I'm always a part of a lot of workshops. But anyways, with highly ambitious women and women who are trying to achieve a certain level of success as it, relates to them. So that could be success of having, a full day to themselves. That could be success of, becoming the, department chair. I mean, it literally, it varies. And success is something that is very individual to the person. But there's a type of person and a type of mindset that I wanted to kind of set the stage with so you knew who I was talking about. And so in these workshops, a lot of these women are doing all the things, right? I mean, going hard in the paint. And if this is your first time listening to this podcast, I am not that person. Okay. I am highly ambitious. Like, I definitely want to live a life of freedom and fulfillment and travel the world, but I don't like working hard. I people that know me might disagree with that statement, but in all honesty, I like working efficiently in the least time possible, right? The amount of time that it takes. So that's one of the reasons, this podcast is only 5 minutes. You only need 5 minutes. That's all we need. So anyways, the point is, this question kept coming up of pushing yourself to do all the things. And so I thought to myself, well, how do I know if I'm pushing myself too hard? So as you are thinking about this and exploring this question for you, another way to think about it could be, how do I feel when I push myself too hard? Because I think, a lot of times we're like, okay, well, what are the signs? What's my body trying to tell me? How does my gut feel and all these types of things? And, there's like a laundry list of ways to know if you're pushing yourself too hard. And I'm like, no, keep it simple. Does it feel right? If you find yourself doing, 20 different things a day and that feels good for you, then do that, right? That's your truth. That's what you feel, how you feel like you've accomplished something through the day and you feel proud of yourself. But if you have 20 things to do in the day and you feel overwhelmed and tired and exhausted and your energy is lacking and you feel discouraged, or a number of emotions that we want to feel less often, I absolutely encourage you to really, really dig into this question and really understand that that feeling is wisdom. When you're doing something that feels right, you're in it. It doesn't feel hard, right? It doesn't feel challenging. Like you're lit up from the inside. Even if you've been doing that thing for hours, even if you've been doing that thing for years, it lights you up. It feels good. And when it doesn't, that's the time to take notice of that. That is wisdom. That feeling, that is your intuition telling you, look, we need to take a step back. Maybe we need a break. Maybe we need to pivot. Maybe we need to do this a little bit differently. So I really, really encourage you to explore this question in whatever way works best for you. As always, thank you so, so much for listening. Please rate and review this podcast wherever you're listening to my words. And if it was helpful for you, please share it. We are here on this planet to help each other. So if it was helpful, please share it. And until next time, take care.